Hello everybody, my name is Xavio and welcome back to Let's Play Blinx the Time Sweeper. Now in the last episode we finished up Hourglass Caves and Forgotten City, and I normally do live commentary for this stuff, but I will let you know that most of this episode is going to be voiceover. I did manage to salvage a little bit of audio from my live recording, but after fiddling around with some settings, all of my audio pretty much peaked out and sounded terrible. It's much better to do this. I've readjusted the settings back to where they need to be, so everything should be fine now. But without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with Stage 1 of Temple of Lost Time. Now the first one, you may remember, it from when I first played through this stage, is right here. And you just need to use your sweeper to grab it. Totally didn't realize that back then, but yep, that's what you have to do. Pretty simple there, to be honest. But yeah, there's the cat metals are actually really spread out in these stages, so it'll be a little while in between them. But I will do my best to make meaningful commentary in the meantime. But this episode has taken a while to go up simply because of how much editing I've had to do on this one. There's so many times I've just absolutely failed to really, do anything in a stage. Couldn't find the cat medals, didn't have the proper time controls, etc., etc. But I cut out all the stuff of me getting game overs and things like that. Yeah, these stages are definitely a lot harder than any of the previous worlds, because I'd have to say Temple of Lost Time is where the game really steps up its difficulty. Then Mine of Precious Moments is also very hard, and let's not even talk about Everwinter right now, because that's what I'm going to have to record next. Probably won't get to record it today though, because today I have auditions to go to for a play. Yes, I am an actor, for those of you wondering. Hilariously enough, grabbing that slow right there will actually come in useful. Who knew? A slow actually being useful for something. You'll see later in this very same stage, actually. Yeah, the play I'm auditioning for is Chicago. It's a musical. Don't really know anything about the play, actually. Too much. But I'm excited. I haven't been in a play in 5 years. Oh, yes, this. So, these little spiky doors with all the barbed wire on the outside, that barbed wire is not for show. That will, hurt you if you touch it. Yeah, there's a cat medal in here. I think I already got this one on my previous playthrough. On my previous playthrough of this stage. I couldn't remember which ones I hadn't hand grabbed. Yep, you already got this one. So that's where that one is, through this, using 2 time controls just to get 1 cat medal. And they're really stepping it up. Trying to figure out which way that is the best way to go down. It's right there. And here, hilariously, a slow being useful. What is this? Is this Blinx the Time Sweeper still? Oh man. It's amazing how this game can prove me wrong. Like I said, fast forwards and slows were essentially useless, but I guess I wasn't wrong in that regard. And there's the last cat medal kind of in the background. You can see there's silver cat medal. The camera's kind of going all over the place for me. But there it is. And right here, I actually did something that you can do as kind of like if you don't have any pauses, but you need to walk on a platform you know is going to fall out from under you, and you need to stand on it. You just use a rewind and it won't crumble. Gains the added benefit of keeping enemies off of you too. Well, I suppose pause does that as well. But that wraps it up for the first stage of Temple of Lost Time. I don't know why I'm sitting on this screen so long. I can't remember what I was doing. There we go. I must have gotten distracted by something. Yep. Nope. Nothing there. And there we go. It's getting filled out pretty well down there, actually. Yeah, there's only 2 worlds left. Speaking of getting all the cat medals, I did miss a cat medal. And I honestly don't know where it is. It's in Mine the Precious Moments, it's in the next world, but I have no clue where it is. I tried looking it up and everything, and I'm going to have to look up a video on how to find it, because the instructions were not clear at all. Yeah, this stage. No, is it this stage? No, it's the next stage that I had problems with, that's right. Yeah. But this one's actually pretty straightforward when it comes to the cat medals. Actually, come to think of it, most of the stages are pretty straightforward when it comes to their cat medals. So only a few of them are like really complicated. Also, you totally don't have to use any time controls to get past these. These ones swing so slowly you can just walk through them. I just love how goofy that looks when the Tom Tom Gang member pops out, immediately hit the rewind, and he just quickly disappears back into the ground. Yeah, I was running low on time controls here, and I was hoping for him to drop some pause crystals for me. But there I get some fast forward crystals. Who knows if those will come in useful? I certainly don't. But fast forwards are only useful for getting cat medals, pretty much. Just those little spring devices. And here's something interesting that happened. Do you see the little, like, land shark enemy? How it's just running around with its model all glitched out? I have no idea what happened there, but it confused me so bad I ended up running into the balloon enemy. But, yeah. Also, fun fact about the names of the enemies in here. I learned what one of them was called. The wizards are actually known as... Oh. Wait, I know this. Why can't I remember it? I'll think of it. But, yeah, the next one... yes, this is a cat medal in here. It's another pause rewind type thing. Pauses and rewinds are so useful throughout this entire game. You could probably beat the whole game just using pauses and rewinds. Well, records too. Records are important. But yeah, just you know the drill when it comes to those statues now. I don't know what I was doing here. Oh, I was emptying out my inventory so I could get one of the enemies with a single shot. But I don't know if you saw it just then, but the red cat medal is actually under this crumbling platform right here. So it's there, and I wouldn't recommend jumping down there to get it because you cannot get up that slope once you start sliding down it. You might be able to, but I'm not sure, so I wouldn't risk it. But you can use your sweeper to get it, you just have to be on the very, very edge, just like that. But yeah, falling down there will result in you dying because it's a spike pit at the bottom. Yeah, once again, very simple record puzzle. I'm glad they did more stuff with the record puzzles in Blinx 2. Oh. So, I actually have to come back through this area, and I'll show you a better way to do that than having to use 2 time controls to get past that gate, because you don't have to. Yeah. And I'm trying to grab more pauses, because I think I'm going to need them coming back through. Little do I know that there's... Or I've forgotten at this point that there was a better way to do this. But yeah, there's the last cat medal, the silver cat medal. And I stand here for a while trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to get it. Other than jumping down, because that seems like a terrible idea, because I'm just going to have to run through the entire stage. But there is no other way to get it. You have to jump down and grab this thing. To grab this thing, rather. I don't know why, but I thought the golems had the little orbity things, but I guess that's the golems in Forge of Hours have that. But I honestly don't know, because the ones in Temple of Lost Time didn't have them. Yep, there it is. And don't do what I did and fall down with an explosive barrel, because you will land right in its path, right in the pathway of the barrels there. So I wait till an exploding barrel goes past, and then I fall, being sure to give me plenty of time to get through that. Yeah, I actually put the music in to, before I put the audio in, so I'm not just listening to nothing while I'm watching this, because I have to mute the audio for the footage, because it's all fast forwarded and sounds really silly, and I would probably be laughing every 5 seconds if that was, and it wouldn't be good commentary. So yeah, just stand on the button a little longer and the door will stay open longer for some reason. I don't know. That's how you get through that without using a second time control. Yeah, that's pretty much this stage done. I spend so much time collecting gold in this game. On these playthroughs, I have over 10,000 gold right now. Oh, and here we go. Prize 12. Yay. More art and stuff, but yeah. Some pretty weird stuff in this one, but there's Blinx. And I think it's this next one. Yeah, that's a little terrifying. Glad they didn't go with that design. But here's something interesting. These those TomTom gang members in that last image were just people wearing pig masks. So I don't know if they were supposed to be anthropomorphic pigs or if they just became that. Yeah, some stuff with Benito, and I can never remember the princess's name. But these are actual in-game models. Just I think the developers just had fun posing them and taking screenshots. Also, Benito had a hook hand in that poster image. And more silliness, because of course, Dust Keepers, that's what they're called. As you can see on the little toy box there, it says Dust Keeper on it. Yeah, some of these images I just don't get at all. But yeah. And boom. On with the show, I suppose. The next prize will have actual live commentary on it, because like I said, I fiddled around with the settings a little too much, and everything went wrong. And I didn't know while I was recording, but yeah. This stage gave me problems collecting these cat medals. You do have to be... Here I am looking for the first cat medal. I didn't find it in my first time through this because I did game over, or I time overed on this, which is the developers being clever about what they call a game over when you run out of time. You know. But yeah, this you do kind of have to be careful on some of these stages that you don't run out of time while searching for these cat medals. But I'm actually glad I did have to redo this one because I could not find the first cat medal. And you'll probably be able to see why once I do show you where it is. It's the very, very first one in the whole stage. And it's amazingly simple to find. Oh, and that spike door right there, don't bother with it. It literally just puts you in this next room through this gate right here. You'll see a little slope coming down to the... right there. There's that spike door again. So just don't bother with that if you're looking to conserve time controls. I don't even know what the point of that is. Maybe if you fall down later in the level. But from what I've noticed, those gates that close behind you will actually reopen once you approach them from the side that you originally entered them from, if that makes sense. But yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, this boulder doesn't fall, but the first cat medal is right there. It's so out of sight, and you cannot see it from anywhere else in the level, pretty much, unless you really tilt the camera all over the place for it. So definitely an interesting one there. And this statue that crumbled here, no cat medal at the top of that, just some pause crystals. So if you're looking for pauses, then go right ahead. But I had 3. I felt pretty confident about that. Yeah, these rooms with tons of enemies, it's a problem that this game has. And with like just their idea of difficulty is filling a room full of a bunch of different enemies. And then there's Everwinter, which their idea of difficulty is throwing a bunch of enemies in a room and adding ice physics. So, you know, it's fun. I don't think I grab a record here because there's tons of record crystals lying around, and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, please grab the record. And because I know it messes me up later. I know it does. In Mine of Precious Moments, I don't have a record and I need one. But yep, there's the next cat medal. Just use your sweeper, suck it on up. It's pretty straightforward, like that one. That was the one that made me fail this mission before, because I could not find it. And I knew I was close, and I just ran out of time. I don't think you guys have seen it time over. Me have a time over on this yet. But maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. Grab that explosive barrel for reasons. Yeah, you can grab those exploding barrels in pause mode. So there we go. That was the last cat medal. Gold medal past that, all those barrels and stuff. But you can just pause it from the other side of the barrels, so pretty straightforward stuff there as well. Just need to time your B button and just mash it if you can't get it on the first time. And yeah, that's what happens when you mistime a pause. And doing that, it doesn't refund your pause at all. So I'm down to none at this point, which is very unfortunate because once again, it bites me in the butt later. In the Mine of Precious Moments. I think it's the very first stage that it does that. It might be later, but no, it is later. It's like the 3rd stage or something like that, where you need like 3 pauses just to get through the stage and get the cat medals. Otherwise, it'd just be 2. Boom, 2 cat medals and a gold one we've already got. Yeah, there's a lot of silver and gold ones, not many red or blue ones. Specifically the blue ones, there's not many. Now, I didn't get any of the cat medals in Mine of Precious Moments in my first playthrough. Yeah, this stage. As you can see, my pause counter has gone from 0 to 6. I cut the recording and went and specifically got pauses to get through this stage, because having a lot is going to be very beneficial, and I hate these enemies. These fire spirits and the water spirits are so irritating to take down. And I left this in because it was just a bit of silliness. If you leave a fire spirit in its small form and walk away and like unload the model, once you come back it'll be in its fire form again. So whatever you do, make sure you have enough trash to take the whole thing out. It takes, I believe, 9 pieces of perfectly aimed shots to take down a fire spirit. I'm not sure about water spirits. As you can see, 1, it goes down into small form, boom. All the time crystals. And the cat medals are so easy, they're all right next to each other on this stage. The first one's right there, that's just super simple. You don't need to do really anything besides beat the first enemy to get it. And even then you don't have to beat the first enemy, really. The second one is right there, right across the way, so right next to it. I keep saying right. Right, you bloody well right. But anyways, yeah, It's so crazy that all the cat medals are just right in the same area. And there's the gold one right there at the top of the screen. You could see it a few times. Now to get this one, it's a little crazy. You have to pause the boulder in the right spot and then get through. And here, this is why it took me like 2 pauses to get through this part right here. But yeah, you pause the boulder, you jump on it, and then you jump and grab the cat medal. So it just takes timing. But that's all the cat medals for this stage. Completely done. Right at the beginning of the stage. Haven't even made it past this guy yet. This stage is actually relatively short. So, yeah. There's that, I suppose. It's not like the other stages in Mine of Precious Moments, which take forever and a day to get through because of all the mine carts and stuff. But really, this is just me running through the stage. And TomTom Gang member. Glad I grabbed that pause. I don't know why I'm obsessively collecting this gold again. It's just habit, really, at this point. So yeah, he starts going for the time crystals. Weirdly, I didn't know that they would prioritize time crystals over the gold, because it seems like the TomTom Gang members are just obsessed with money. Like, that's all they care about. And this path right here crumbles. I didn't realize it, and I thought rewinding would help. No. Once they start to crumble, they lose all collision. So once they've like fallen, yeah, just pause or rewind if you don't have a pause. Pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, part of the reason the stage looks like it has a bunch of enemies, but it's actually really short, is you can see up in the top right-hand corner, there's 5 blue balloon enemies, and as we know, the blue balloon enemies are the ones that only take a single hit. So they're just, you know, I don't know why they still put one-hit enemies in this late in the game. Don't ask me. I'm not Rtoon or Microsoft or any of that. But it doesn't make any sense to me, because here's just a room full of them. There's like one that's not there. And he's by the other remaining enemy, which is one of the 2-hit dust keepers. Dust keepers. I'm gonna have to get used to calling them that, not wizards, because I've called them wizards my whole life, and I didn't know they were called dust keepers. Yeah, I decided to just say, you know what, I don't really want to deal with these explosive barrels. But yeah, there's the... And the last balloon enemy. I almost died to the Dust Keeper when he's, you know, laying there not doing much. But yeah, that's that stage complete. And I believe we have another... Ooh, prize 10. Yay. That's like the cover art. Concept art of the Time Factory. Mother computer. In-game screenshots, it looks like. Some art to go along with it. Caves of Time? Question mark? I don't know. Oh yeah, these are concept art and stuff of the stages. That's pretty cool. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's the stage we're in right now. The mines, and then that's the last world. Huh. Ooh, early concept sweeper. You can see right there. Wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that there were holes in the trees as well as the rocks in that stage. That's cool. Alright. Back into it we go, I suppose. Back into it we go indeed. No, so that was the only live commentary that I was able to get salvage out of the entire episode. So that just shows you how bad it was. Even that isn't like terribly good, but yeah. I don't know why I go back to that stage and sit on it for so long, but yeah. Jumping right into it. Time sweep begin. So this is the stage where I couldn't find one of the cat medals. It's the very, very first one. It's a red cat medal, so technically I suppose supposed to be the easiest one to find. I have no idea. I have honestly no idea. I could not find it anywhere. It's like in a niche in a wall at the second minecart, and it's just like I looked all around and I couldn't find it. And here I'm trying to collect some pauses again. Those would be nice to have. Oh. But yeah, pretty much any of those the doors that are just by themselves that close automatically, just step on the switch long enough and it should work. And here, I finally realized that I have way too much gold and decide not to pick up the Dustkeeper ball. It's like, here I'm just like, well, what in the world does it mean in a niche by walking back up the tracks at cart number 2, and I just don't know. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get some live commentary of me grabbing it for the next episode. I think maybe back here? Well, there's one, but there's a red cat medal that I have no idea where it is here. Absolutely none. I don't know why Audacity just popped up again, but yeah. I suppose I could monitor what's going on with my audio here, see if anything bad happens. Yeah, like, I spend way too long searching for this gosh dang thing. There's stuff popping up on my computer. And I just honestly have no idea. It's not behind the 16-ton weight. It's not down there. It's not back up this way. I checked. And this is total waste of a 16-ton weight. I don't really care. But this is another one of those weird rooms that have just a ton of really, really easy to defeat enemies. And here I thought maybe they meant this one, but no, there's the golden cat medal right up there. And this one's actually pretty clever in how you get it. I realize it there and just like, wait a minute. I test my jumping to see how high I get up on there, and yeah, just pause the minecart, jump on out. And it's actually a shortcut too. You might not even need to pause the minecart. You might just be able to jump into it and make your way along. But yeah, you can walk on these minecart rails. Never realized that before until I was having to search around in this stage a ton. Yeah, I'm still looking for that one cat medal because I know I've gotten 2 out of 3 at this point. Trying to figure out where it is. Maybe it's along this wall. No. Oh, I thought it might be down there because I did hit the thing that changes the rails, which way they go. But nope, not down here. This is just where you end up if you don't shoot the target there. Pretty easy to get back. Just hop up in a balloon, and the cart actually waits for you if you do that, which is kind of interesting. I've never had to do that, so I never noticed that it did do that. And here I ended up, you know, hitting myself with bombs 3 times in a row, so that's always good. Yeah, and off a cliff too. I think I decide here to just... Yeah, nope, I hit myself 3 times with that. Oh, man. But I think it's at this point that I just decide I have an empty space in my inventory. Just gonna do that. Yep, 9 pieces of trash to take out the fire spirits. It's a little absurd, but it works. And there we go. I think those can hit you on their way back, but I'm not 100% on that. There's actually the gold cat medal that I talked about. There's actually multiple ways to get that one. So you can, you know, do the way I did it and pause the cart, but you could just sit in that cart right there and rewind up to it, because that cart does launch off from where the golden cat medal was. And I'm still looking around for that cat medal. You're not going to find it. I know you're not going to find it. Just, yeah. Time sweep complete. But yeah, missed a cat medal. I will come back for it though, because like I said, this is going to be 100% going to get all the cat medals. And stage 3. Time sweep again. Defeat all time monsters. This one I might have a much easier time finding all the cat medals on. And yes, I did have to go grab a record because I got stuck right here without one in my first attempt at this stage. But yeah, it's sometimes you just have to do that, which is why I know which platform to go to. I often just test it just to make sure. Yeah, with these ones, it's always the outer one that closes the fastest, I believe. Yeah, there's enough time to get through that one. And here I decided not to shoot that, because when you're searching for cat medals, you gotta search the whole stage, which includes going down the wrong path on these sometimes. But it wasn't here. It's later in the stage. Just like it's right next to, it should be right next to this balloon, right? Nope, not next to that balloon. And that's when I saw probably what you guys saw here. Boom, golden cat medal. Real simple. Trying to avoid getting pushed off the stage by the cart that's coming along. There it is. I missed it. I was actually trying to jump in it there, but they're a bit tricky to jump in if you're if they're moving, rather, because you're obviously moving to jump in it. 2 retries. Fold back up. Man, English is hard. Sometimes. Yeah, the last one is right at the end of the stage. Actually, no, there's 2 more left. My bad, I've only grabbed one. The golden cat medal. Right near the beginning. And once again, still collecting gold. Don't ask me why. Because I honestly don't know at this point. Although I suppose I'm set for any sweepers that I might need to grab. I don't think there are any more though. I think we're good on having to buy other sweepers. It was just for like Deja Vu Canals that you needed the ice sweeper. And yep, that happened. Always remember to rewind this one. And that cat medal I was thinking about where you have to not hit the switch first time round. This is the one I was thinking of. So don't shoot that. Just keep going. And this is the balloon I was talking about, and it's right there, right next to it. Like, you can see how I got confused about it. Yeah. Now here's something clever that you guys can try out. I grabbed 3 rewind crystals, used rewind, and then while I was still in rewind, grabbed another rewind so my count didn't go down. This is especially useful if you have full time controls like I do right now, and you don't want to, overwrite one, but you still need to use one. Yeah, the last one is just going to be right down here. And yes, these cones are items you can pick up. There are no other stage of the level, of the world, of the game, rather. Yeah, just sweep up that last cat medal there and jump into the goal gate. But that is, I think, going to be the last one. Yeah, this is the last set of cat medals. -1, of course, for stage 2 where I missed one. Yeah, so in the there it is. The one cat medal I missed, the very first one too. I hate having to go back for those, but I'll do it. Oh yeah, and I'm going to talk about how I'm going to do it like... I was talking about it in my live commentary about how I'm going to do it like like I did with the one I missed in Deja Vu Canals, and just go back for it later. Yeah, next up is Everwinter. Not looking forward to that very much. You guys remember how many problems I had in that world. And Forge of Hours, there's not too many I need to grab there. And I just realized something. Every single stage in Everwinter has 4 cat medals. Granted, I've gotten most of them. I've gotten some of them, at least. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Xavio, and this has been Let's Play Blinx the Time Sweeper. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.